everyone! Well, before it comes the storm of critics, I have to say that this video is just one of the 1,000 ways of getting this kind of drums. And it's not the best way or the easiest way, it's just a drum configuration I got the other way testing things. So let's the video begin. Hello everyone! One more time! Today I'm going to show you how I got in a recent project the way to get the Djent kind of drums. This kind of drums from these bands is more natural, more realistic than other kind of metal, especially extreme metal. But its personality is given by the snare. It has a very punchy snare with a lot of attack. I was mixing some tracks just to practice and I got with this method. And I'm going to show you with real drums. It's not MIDI, it's real audio from drums. Now I'm going to enable the solo in all the drum tracks, so you will hear how it sounds with no effects, just as recorded. And now I'm going to start with the drum kick. It just has some EQ and compression. I boosted a lot some high frequencies, but this EQ depends on each kick drum, so don't try to copy this configuration, this EQ, because it won't sound as it sounds in this mix. And then a little bit of compression. And then for the overheads, I cut all frequencies below 1000-2000 Hz, just to make it cleaner, so all the rest of the drums don't bleed into this mix. It gains a lot of clarity this way. And then the original snare track, it just has some EQ and some harmonic exciter. I use the isotope zone 4 and as you see to give a bright boost on the snare. If you don't have any harmonic exciter, you can use just EQ and boost some high frequencies just to get this result. And then with this little EQ I boosted a bit the hit on the snare. But the real punchiness in the drums I'm going to show you is not from this track, it's from a duplicated snare track. I duplicated this same track and used other plugins, you will see now. It's a very weird configuration, but it sounds okay. I used a noise gate, a compressor, an harmonic exciter and a limiter. This is how it sounds with no effects, with all bypassed. And then with the noise gate I have adjusted these parameters to isolate the hit on the snare. Just like this, it sounds like shit! Then I used a compressor to add more attack to this sound. And by the moment it still sounds like fucking shit! And then I have used isotope zone 4 to add some reverb, just to give some kind of room to the noise. And then use the compressor and the limiter of the isotope zone 4. It doesn't make too much difference, but I was trying things and I like how it sounded. But it's not really necessary. So far we have noise gate, compressor, reverb, and then the limiter, TLS saturated driver. It maintains the attack on the snare, but it cuts all the peaks, and then I use this EQ to boost a lot of high frequencies as well, so the hit sounds more aggressive, you will see right now. Right now it sounds like a ball bouncing on the floor. By itself it sounds like shit, but mixed with the original drums it sounds like death. Those are not the most brutal drums in the world, but it's made with audio, not with MIDI, and with audio is harder to get this kind of sound. So let's see the difference with this duplicated snare track. So as you see, it adds a lot of attack to the snare. And in a whole mix it sounds pretty well. And well, as you see, it's a quite basic configuration, not too hard. So as you see, you can get these drums with audio, not with MIDI. But well, you can do the same thing with MIDI drums, and easier. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, see ya! One more time!